Today I want to share with you a strategy. It's all surrounding the MNQ, which is the micro NASDAQ. And what I have up on my screen here is an actual chart of the NASDAQ future. So it works the same. You can use it across whatever market or contract you want to trade. But if you are finding it almost near impossible to win when trading the future markets, I'm talking about when day trading, and you constantly keep losing, meaning you're not been able to be consistent, you aren't able to be profitable, I'm going to share with you just a simple strategy and what you can use on the MNQ. Now, how do I go about, trading this? This is something, especially if you are a scalper, okay? We're talking about individuals that are looking for 1 to 2 clean setups, okay? Using the MNQ. Now, here is the scalping strategy, so get your pen and pad, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it right now. So, the way it actually works is this right here. You got to figure out what structure looks like, okay? And you have to understand the understanding concept or what's going on behind closed doors. The institutions are the ones that are setting the tone, I said this before, for the markets, meaning they're pushing and pulling, all right? The ultimate goal, write this down because it's very important, is liquidity. They're looking to set up traps for you, for me, for all our fellow retail traders out there because they want to be able to run either sell stops, buy stops, buy stops, sell stops, whatever it may be, okay? Just running your stops in general so that they can feel the position to be able to enter the market. They are trying to fulfill their goal of, when they're looking to buy, they want to try to get in where prices are the cheapest, and when they sell, they want to get in where prices are actually, more prone to be at the highest point, because that's how they're going to make their money. They've got to place their orders for their clients, and the best opportunity is where, again, at higher prices to sell and lower prices to buy, okay? So what I need for you to do is always make sure that you're on the right side of things, and that's going to be definitely using, number one, finding a chart that you can use for a higher base, standpoint, okay? Being able to determine the bias, the direction of the market, all right? For me, that could be, because I trade range bars, I'm either looking at my 120 or 320 range chart. We'll go up a little bit higher to 320. And you can see the market is just moving higher. We've been pushing to the upside, which I love to see, especially for anyone out there that may be a trader or investor as well. We want to see higher markets, right? If we're tied in and we've got money invested, we want to see the market keep going up. Now, okay, let's go back to what I was originally talking about. It's about forming a bias. We want to be able to see what the market is pushing higher. Just basically, we've been breaking structure above and creating new highs every time the market moves up. Now, always keep in your mind that you want to move in the direction of the trend. The trend is your friend, okay? So you want to move in that direction. If the market is bullish, meaning it's trending to the upside, you want to look for nothing more but long positions, okay? So take that idea out your head that no matter what strategy you use, you find it hard to be, profitable, okay? All right, I want to talk about where you can turn the impossibility to the possibility of making money within this business, okay? So higher chart equals finding the trend, which means equals helping you determine which way you need to trade. So if we're bullish, we're only looking for opportunities to trade going long at key areas of supply and demand. That's what I trade. Now, if you're a break and retest trader or a breakout trader, then you're looking for trades to be, the market to be making new highs and, taking trades as soon as it breaks the high, okay, or a little pullback or something like that. For me, I'm looking for opportunities where the market is creating beautiful setups to be able to trade once the market retraces back to key zones or levels. Those, if the market's bullish, those demand setups. So, for example, like right here, just to show you an example on a higher base chart, this right here is on a 320 range chart. We've got an area of liquidity that's right here at the top here. We've got equal highs right here. When the market pushes to the upside here, so basically the market goes up there, makes a high, pulls back, retest that area again, second test, creating an area of liquidity where they just, kind of push the market above a little bit, but don't close and break and close to give us a clean breaker structure. It just swipes above it and then pulls back. This is the way the institutions move to get themselves into better price positions, to increase or to position themselves to push the market higher with inducement, and then you can trade on that pullback. So this is a breaker structure where the market took out liquidity as it pushed higher, swept above this area of liquidity, and then pulled back to this key area of the zone. Now this is where I would mark up on my higher base chart my first area of demand, okay? All right, because we're bullish to the upside. Again, keep in mind that this is a chart of the MNQ. I mean, the NQ, not the NQ. So just take that out your mind right here. Look at the top right here, seeing NQ, because you could trade the same strategy no matter the actual market. I share, I teach this same type of concept through my videos, through to the elite and the ultra elite supporters, and I talk a lot about this on my channel just as well. But I really go into detail about this for all those who are part of the elite and the ultra elite membership, and you may want to think about becoming a member, which is very inexpensive, $6.99 a month. That is it, 24 cents on a day. So if you want to join that, what you can simply do is look down in the description portion of the video, and you'll see a link there, or just simply click the join button right there in front of you. Okay, right here in front of you right now. It's going to bring up some tiers. You'll see the ultra tier, the ultra elite. The elite tier, the ultra elite tier, and when you click on the price tab with the name of the actual tier, it's going to show you all the perks and rewards, what comes with that membership. Okay, for example, with the elite, you get all my trade breakdown videos. These are all the videos or all the content surrounding the trades that I actually take and I post over on our Discord. I break them down in great detail. Just kind of go over the surface of what you receive, plus the video playlist. Great videos surrounding market structure. So just packed on video content that can help you in your personal trading surrounding how I actually trade myself. I share with you my personal strategy. Okay, so again, click the join button. You'll see, it'll show you a reference there of the tiers, and you can pick and choose. Very inexpensive. I don't have a course. I don't have a mentorship program to sell, whatever the case is. You can just join and become a member of the community, and I provide you all the support and videos. Okay, but outside of that, guys, let's continue. Now, I just want to throw that out there because people always asking me, how can I become a member of the elite or the ultra elite? Because they know it's inexpensive and they know it's a lot of valuable content there. So the market pulls back to this key area of demand right here. What I'm going to do is just move down to a lower base chart, which is going to be, for me, my 24 range chart. All right, so I can find a setup just as well on my 120 range chart. So what I'm trying to say is that use whatever higher base charts that you are using for reference to determine the direction. Use those charts just as well to mark up your high probability areas of supply and demand. In this case here, we're breaking above and taking down an area of liquidity, but we're also breaking structure to the upside. High probability area of demand resting right here. I'm going to mark it up on my higher base chart. Then you just move down to a lower base chart, okay? Like for me, for the 24 range chart, and then I'm looking for a demand setup, okay? It could be a newly formed area of demand where the market starts to make higher highs and higher lows and creates an area of demand. Pull back to a newly formed area of demand on the lower base chart to continue moving in the direction that we have here on the higher base chart. Or it could be a demand setup, for example, where it pulls back to this high probability area of demand here on the higher base chart, and then there may be a smaller area of demand resting on the inside of the zone right here. Okay, I'm just showing you some examples of two ways in which you can go about doing this. All right, now that's an example there. Just as well, let's say, for example, this is a beautiful setup which took place yesterday. Just to show you, because you always got to think in terms of structure, price action, liquidity. The market makes these moves to the upside. It comes back to the downside. We're breaking below an area structure with this aggressive push to the downside, so we break that low right there, right? So that positions us to be from bullish to bearish, and then the market breaks above this high right here, going back to the upside, okay? Going right back to the upside where we took out, this as the market moved lower here, it made this low. Or lower low, and then a lower here. Okay, so maybe low, lower, high, lower, low, and then it pushes back to the upside, takes out that high right there. All right, so now we're kind of moving back in the direction of being bullish. Now, the market, what it will do from time to time is, well, a lot of times what you'll see is that if the market breaks above an area of structure or below an area of structure, like right here, but in this case here, we've shifted from bullish to bearish. We broke back to the upside. Okay, now we're back bullish. Then the market pulls back. So what we have here is creating the area of support being built right here. This is called a consolidation within the market. The market pulls back, pushes up, okay, pulls back. So it's consolidating right here. But what it's making is it's making these, it's making equal highs and these equal lows pretty much here. We have an area of liquidity resting right here, okay, an area of liquidity and an area of liquidity resting right here. Now the market goes up, it takes out this area of liquidity. Okay, but then it comes back to the downside, and because we're overall looking bullish again to the upside, takes out this lower portion of support right here, runs this area of liquidity, taps into this area of demand right here, and it's off to the races to the upside. Okay, so you can mark up this area again because it's a demand zone on the higher base chart, then move down to the lower base, whatever your chart's going to be, when the market retraces back to this zone after grabbing and taking out some area of liquidity. Again, like I keep saying liquidity because liquidity is a very important component or in concept when it comes to trading, because that's how the institutions and the markets move, by creating these traps or being fueled by areas of liquidity that are taken out. So I'm always looking for some area of liquidity to be taken out before I look for an area to trade from, pretty much. Grabs liquidity, takes it out, boom, demand below it, move down to a lower base chart to find a demand setup to take the trade going in the same direction. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's move forward. I'll show you another example right quick. This is set up off the 120 range chart, just moving down a little bit. Okay, the market pushes lower, break structure below that low right there. We're bearish. Okay, we made a new low, lower low. Okay, the market then pushes back to the upside, pulls back, pushes back again. So we're creating this area of liquidity, as you can see here, resting right here in this zone. All right, we're creating an area of resistance, which we're an area where liquidity rests at. So and right here below too, we made a low. Oh well, we got an area of support being built right here as well. But because now we're bearish or looking bearish now, I'm looking for the market again, take out some area of liquidity, sweep an area of liquidity, and then basically push back up to an area of supply. Okay, an area of supply to continue taking the market in the same direction, because now we're looking bearish. So again, we bearish run, breaking structure, got a low, consolidates, creates an area of liquidity, market takes it out, that liquidity, looking for fuel, okay, to be able to position themselves to push lower. The market goes up, stops at an area of supply right here, boom, supply, aggressive selling to the downside where the inducement took place, that broke below area structure, that created this low here, they grab liquidity, retraces to it, move down to your lower base chart to do what? To look for an opportunity to go short by looking for a supply setup, either in this general area right here or a newly formed area of supply to take the market in the continuation to the downside and look for the market to come down to run this low right here. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so structure, price action, liquidity. Liquidity is the key, the binding glue to it all. All right, so I just want to share that with you. This is a very easy scalping strategy that you can use trading the MNQ. All right, so again, stop thinking trading is impossible if you're constantly taking loss after loss after loss. Here is a winning strategy, okay, setup that can help you every single day to, bring you to a position where you can be consistent, which will lead you to a position of profitability. All right, that's all I have, guys. I want to break that down and share it with you guys. I appreciate everyone that spends time watching the videos each and every day. For everyone who's part of the channel here, part of the Discord, thank you for supporting my efforts as not only as a trader but as a content creator as well, providing you something that can actually work if you put the time in. I want to say that right now because I can't guarantee anything to anyone out there. You should know trading is risky as it is. All right, but whatever I share with you on this channel, the strategy, and how I personally trade, you want to make sure you back test and forward test it to make sure it's going to work for you, because everybody is different in how they actually trade, and you have to make sure, and you definitely want to see it through to see if it's going to work for you. If it doesn't, then move on, okay? I tell people that all the time, because not everything is for everyone out here. We know that, right? But it does work. There are people who are part of the Discord community who use the same strategy, that are passing their evaluations and challenges, becoming funded with prop firms, or trading with their own personal account. I'm not saying this, for any given reason. I'm saying it is the truth. There's a testimonial channel on the server on the Discord, and you can check it out yourself and see. Outside of that, that's all I have. I appreciate everyone who takes the time again to watch the videos. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so by clicking that button down below. That sub button right in front of you. Click that. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking the bell. Last but not least, if you found some value in today's video, make sure to drop a like by clicking the thumbs up button. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your evening.